Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Alexis Nicole here. Thank you all for tuning in. Today we're going to be working with Celie hair. It's an ALIEXPRESS company. I bought some hair from them to make a bob wig today. That's what came in the bag, along with some eyelashes and a hair wrap. I did get a 5x5 closure and 3 bundles. I got a 14-inch closure and a 12, 14, 16-inch bundles. So we're going to be using that today to make our bob. The closure was amazing. It was very light, but I did use some makeup to cover that up. And we are going to be dyeing this hair black. So I did buy 2 Revlon Color Stay permanent dye colors in black. So we're going to be using that today to dye our hair. So dyeing this hair was pretty easy. All I did was, put the cream in the developer in the bottle and shake it up and poured it on the hair and distributed it evenly. It's very easy to dye hair black, so I really didn't have any problems doing that. I just made sure that I got the dye on every little bit of hair that I did. I did not want to leave any gaps or any spaces in this hair, so I took my time, and the bundles were short, so I really didn't have a problem like only using 2 bottles, because I had enough to make sure that the hair came out perfectly, and it definitely did. Alright, so for this closure, like I said, it's the 5x5 closure. That's all I wear. And we're going to dye this hair to black. So what I do, and I make sure I do every time I dye a closure, I spray it with Got To Be Glued spray. And then I take the actual glue and I put it on the closure. Like, I put a lot, okay? The spray does well, but the actual glue that comes out of the bottle, that is what's going to keep the dye from going onto the lace, okay? You can use Vaseline. Vaseline works as well, but I like using Got To Be Glued, the spray and the glue adhesive, to make sure that the dye does not go on my lace, and it works out perfectly every time, y'all, like every time. So when I'm dyeing the closure, I always use a comb. I start at the bottom and I take the comb to work my way up. I don't put the dye directly on near the roots until I make sure that the dye is spreaded evenly at the bottom, and I work my way towards the top. Once that's done, I'm gonna take my comb, part the hair, and literally put the dye not on the roots, but kind of sort of an inch from the knots, so that I can spread it out with my comb. My comb is going to be the key element in making sure that I don't put the dye directly on the knots or on the lace, because I'm going to use it to gently, comb through so that the dye can get on the roots but not on the knots. So that's what I do. Just take your time with it. You're going to get it. Like I said, the glue and the Got To Be Glued and the spray is going to keep you from messing up your lace. So just be sure to take your time, and it's going to be good, because mine came out great. Alright, so now I'm going to show y'all my little trick to how I get my hair to lay so flat. So I've already blow dried most of the hair, and now I'm just going back to lay down my closure and make it more flat. So basically, as you saw, I sprayed my closure like with water, like I'm drenching it as if I'm washing it, right? And I'm gonna blow dry it in the direction that the hair is laying. So as you can see right now, I'm blow drying it as if I'm wearing a middle part closure, or middle part, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get it. I'm blow drying it opposite of the part so that it's going to lay in that direction. Like all of the hairs are going to blow dry in that direction so that it can lay more flat. I do this every time on all of my wigs, and it helps my hair lay flat. I mean like flat, like Ari Fletcher flat, okay? Try it. Alright, so now it's time for the most tedious but fun part of this bob creation. Y'all, I'm using some clippers to make this bob all the same length. So instead of me using scissors to cut it and make it a blunt bob, I'm using clippers. Y'all, when I figured this out, how to do it and how to do it effectively and efficiently, there was no coming back. Like, this was the best thing ever because it literally made everything even, straight. And even though I took my time, like this took me like 30 minutes, I ain't gonna even lie. It sped up, but it took me like 30 minutes to do this because I wanted to make sure that it was right and I wanted to make sure that it was even. But when I got it, girl, it came out perfectly. Like, instead of using scissors, try using clippers, y'all. It's gonna change your life, I promise. Okay, so I know I didn't show how I applied my lace, but as you can see, it came out good, okay? I used some Bow Hold active glue to lay my lace down with, and it actually helped lay the lace down perfectly. So that came out good. I always use Bow Hold active, that's it. So right now what I'm doing to further lay my closure down flat, I'm using my hot comb and my wax stick. I bought my wax stick from the beauty supply. It was like $10. And I'm going through the closure, parting it, sectioning it, flat ironing it, gluing it down or waxing it down with the wax stick, combing it out, and then taking my hot comb to further lay it down. Y'all, get a hot comb and get a wax stick to lay your closure down. I'm telling you, get a hot comb and get a wax stick. It's going to help lay your closure flat, like Ari Fletcher flat, okay? That's what we want. But just take your time and only use a little bit of the wax stick because it is going to make your hair oily. So you literally just need a little bit, and then use your hot comb to further like spread it out and flatten it, and I'm telling y'all, it's going to come out great, okay?
I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know.
Okay, so as you can see, your girl was feeling herself, okay? Like, this came out perfectly. The hair was beautiful, y'all. Like, Celie hair, this was my first time ordering from them, but your girl will be ordering again because this hair was amazing. It took the dye very well. Like, it was easy for me to flat iron, it was easy for me to hot comb, it was easy for me to lay down and just do everything with. Like, this hair came out great. I love it. I don't know how the longer lengths work with this, you know, company, but the shorter lengths, girl, get you some, get you a lace closure and make you a bob or a really nice wig, because I was super duper happy with how this came out. So right now all I'm doing is further laying my lace down for it to, you know, glue and blend it with my skin. I take my Got To Be Glued spray and I'm going to spray it like in the front, and then I'm going to tie it down with my silk scarf, and this is going to help the lace blend into our skin even more. This is a trick that I learned I think from Andrea, and from Armand, I believe that's how you say her name. After they glue their hair down, they spray it with Got To Be Glued spray, and then they tie it up, and then it just comes out beautifully. So that's what I did in this case. Alright guys, so that is it. We are coming to the end of this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. I love this hair that I got from Celie hair. Girl, look at me trying to smile and make sure that I look good with the hair. Do you see this? Y'all, this hair came out beautifully. I loved it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for videos coming soon. And I'll talk to y'all later. Hope you enjoy. Bye.